Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. Listen, I'm outdoors today. It's a beautiful day outside here. Yeah, just look up at that sky. Isn't that nice? Looking at everything out here, everything looks pretty normal. Things aren't normal. This is the craziest period in time I've ever seen in my life. Possibly in you guys' lifetimes. And what's going to happen? We got a merging of the Federal Reserve and the U.S. Treasury. Got Janet Yellen coming back, and she's going to be the Treasury Secretary now, and she was the head of the Federal Reserve. We got Jerome Powell. I imagine there's going to be some sort of changes. I'm telling you guys, the situation that we have right now, it's just crazy. The world's gone crazy. And, I'm thinking to myself here that, what about cryptocurrencies? It's the only asset class right now that's not going down. And that's a big marker. That's a big tell for the world situation. Something really weird could happen here. Because there's no place for the money to go. You can't put it in bonds. You got no yield. 10-year, the U.S. 30-year, nothing. No way to make money there. What about corporate bonds? Forget that. What about the stock market? Well, it's been overbought. It's starting to fall. So all these avenues where money normally goes, they're not open. All the doors are shut. And cryptocurrency is the only place right now where there's an open door. And, of course, they're going in. And as they go in, even though there's yield there, it's exciting for traders and for people who have money. They put it in cryptocurrency, and all of a sudden, like in 1 week, they might see a 10% gain in the amount of money that they have. And it's easy in, easy out for them, And so they're basically, this could be setting up for something really weird. Maybe the biggest bubble, I'd call it, hyper bubble, in the history of the world, in cryptocurrencies. And, I was thinking to myself, what if they actually become too big to fail? Like a lot of other things, you guys look at the woods, It is a nice day out there. And, all the traffic we have here, they're just constantly going by on the road there, And where are they all going? I mean, in times like these, how much things are open? I know there's quite a few things open here because we're not under a complete lockdown or anything. But if things continue the way they are, because we might be under a lockdown pretty soon. And in the United States, there's an awful lot of lockdowns all over the place right now. So this is the strangest period in time that we've ever experienced. I think the deflation, we're in a little bit of a deflation right now. That's why the markets are going down. But it's going to be very short-lived. And so it's just this period in time right now through Christmas into January, into about January 20th, and we're going to see a change. Now, I don't know which way it's going to go, to be honest. But January 20th, the marking date is January 20th. So between now and January 20th, I don't see any stimulus, any major form coming out, and I only see everything rolling down, except for cryptocurrency, which is going into a hyper bubble. So after January 20th, when we get all that new stimulus and stuff, I don't see cryptocurrency going down then either. Then there's gold and silver. After January 20th, I think what we're going to see is major changes to finance. Massive money injections into the system. And I think those money injections are going to yield cryptocurrency again going up higher because success breeds success. And also, I think that's when gold and silver is going to catch a major bid too. But the stock market, I think, is going to catch a bid after January 20th too. But until January 20th, I think the stock market's going to be not good, guys. And so you got to be careful where you got your money right now. But you got to divest out of the dollar, because I think after January 20th, when we're really going to see the dollar roll over. And I think after January 20th is when we're going to see, finally, the central bank's digital currencies are going to start to become a reality. And that's going to be the final nail in the coffin for the dollar. It's going to yield to the dollar's demise. So ultimately, guys, got to wait this thing through. There's 50 million people in America who are going to have a challenging time finding food through the new year until January 20th. So January 20th is kind of a marking date now at this point. Kind of a change. It's going to be a change in one direction or the other. I don't know which direction it's going to go in, but it's going to be a change. It's also around that time we're going to see the rollout of these shots. I'll tell you what, I ain't going to be the first one in line, I can tell you that. Because I want to see what happens to the other people first before I want to see if anything happens. I want to see if that thing is safe and effective, And I'm certainly not going to be the first one in line. Boy, we've had a strange year. Let's hope next year things settle down a little bit and we get some normalcy, normal things in our lives, Because I was just watching on YouTube this morning a video, a film from the 1980s in a high school, and it was an amateur that was filming it, with one of those little old cams. They didn't have very good quality cameras back then, but he had a video cam and he was filming a high school, last day of high school, and people were so casual. All the kids were sitting around on the floor and stuff and talking, and everybody was laughing and having a good time and socializing. Humans are social animals. And the way this disease is structured and the way things have happened in the past year, it's trying to unsocialize us so that we can't socialize, And this is going to have a profound effect upon mental health of the people out there in general, and that's not a good thing. Not a good thing indeed, And there's a lot of mental health issues within the general population before, because we were having all those high school, things that they were shooters and stuff like that before this happened. Now I can just imagine what things are going to be like, with the mental health issues caused by this situation, And it's going to be difficult for an awful lot of people to get back to a normal base where they feel stable and everything, because they've been isolated and everything else, This is just a bad situation. And this virus has just made it worse and worse. And so also, I was watching about the migrant workers and stuff, in the United States and here in Canada. Only 50% of the migrant workers are going to have this year here in Canada. And I suppose it's about the same down in the United States. You cannot tell me, with 50% of the migrant workers not working the fields, that they're going to have a good harvest in the United States and Canada. It's as simple as that. And so that means less food. Now, I'm not sure how a 50% reduction in migrant workers will translate into the food supply, but I know it's not good. Okay, listen, guys. You guys have a great day, great afternoon, and I thought I'd come outside and film this thing. I'm starting to get a little bit chilly. There's a cold wind, and we'll catch you guys later, and you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.